Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the All Star Wrestling Review Series 4, the 2nd of February 1985. Mike Rotundo and Barry Windham, former tag team champions, or actually future tag team champions, I believe, against Goldie Rogers and another enhancement talent. Basic stuff here. They work about a 4-minute match. Useful though it is, getting them ready for their main run. Of course, WrestleMania 5 only, or WrestleMania 1 rather, only a few weeks away. Hooking up on the arm is Windham. Windham stays through, I think, the summer of '85, maybe, in the late spring, early summer. No, I know he's there for WrestleMania 1, obviously. Not there for WrestleMania 2, so short run. Headlock grab by Rotundo. Rotundo and Windham actually related as brother-in-laws, so adding an extra layer to the team and the way they work together. Short cut off by Fulton, and again, or Rogers rather, and again we kind of get a bulldog from none other than the wonder that is Barry Windham. Windham, some would say the best matches of his career, 86 through 88, so they're upcoming. Gene Okerlund with some interviewing and in the Madison Square Garden locker room. And different people have been laid out. Obviously, Gene Okerlund trying to keep order. Amongst all things, we go back to, again, some highlights of pictures of guys upcoming, and ultimately kind of still trying to find their way. Superfly Jimmy Snuka here in 1985, right before WrestleMania 1. Snuka still wrestling, but gone from the company very soon thereafter. Babyface after the Morocco run here, and obviously an enhancement match for Snuka. Punches, kicks, chops, leapfrogs, drop kicks, and eventually the Superfly Splash. Very one-sided match, and of course Snuka, many people saying one of, if not the only behind Hogan, most powerful and popular individuals of the time period, but obviously his drug-related and domestic-related challenges get in the way of his career. Gene Okerlund doing the majority of your interviewing for the time period. Upcoming matches with Hulk Hogan and Nikolai Volkov are here. Freddie Blassie still plugging Volkov as a major guy, and Volkov and the Sheik also becoming a tag team as we go later into the 85 range, and also becoming tag team champions. Mario Mancini providing the enhancement opposition for the next enhancement match, as it were, and Mr. Fuji bringing out his man, which Fuji, I did not know, into the managerial top hat, bolo hat, by this early in '85. News to me. Magnificent Morocco, former Intercontinental Champion, managed by Fuji during this time period for a couple of years. And as we had seen, obviously, Captain Lou turned babyface right around this time period, late '84, early '85. Headbutts and backdrops and all of that by Morocco. Morocco hitting the inverted tombstone pile driver that he would become synonymous with over the years, and quick victory for the man who's later known as the original Rock. Before Rocky Maivia, Don Morocco was the Rock, and then we see Brutus Beefcake getting ready for singles matches with David Sammartino, Johnny Valiant there with him, and also Adrian Adonis aligning with him as well upon occasion. But needless to say, kind of get tied up there. Beefcake only about a year into his WWF run at the time, and ultimately having a good go of it, thanks to friendship with Hulk Hogan. Not that he wouldn't have gotten there without it, but I think you get there quicker because of it. Frank Marconi providing the enhancement talent for the next contest, and Angelo Mosca Jr. Of course, Mosca Senior having been a standout in the WWF or WWF for a long time. Mosca Jr. doesn't hang around here very long. I don't know that I even have seen a major match of his from the time period or any other, but he's there and it's here and there we go. Tie up and Mosca tries to keep his opponent on the mat to the best of his ability. Front face locks and basic stuff. The opponent doesn't get all he wants on those maneuvers. Gets enough, but not quite enough to hold him down completely anyway. Mosca does get a victory in quick short order, and with the advice of his father, Mosca Jr., not getting over that much more than his father did either. Anyway, Terry Funk with Lou Albano. Albano plugging babyface related things here in 1985 as he is in that alignment. Hillbilly Jim, relatively new in the area. An enhancement match for Jim. Jim, of course, coming out as the protege of Hulk Hogan. Not exactly having a ton of really great maneuvers, power maneuvers mainly, body slams and the like. Does the cartwheel, which for a guy over 6 foot is a big deal, especially a guy in overalls, is an interesting visual. The win after a body slam and some kicks by Hillbilly Jim gives him what he needs here. And the Junkyard Dog is up next. Junkyard Dog and Andre the Giant in a rare appearance together. Andre the French Giant, he is called, here in Canada anyway. Accentuating the French part and enhancement talents here. Andre getting ready, I believe, for maybe a Saturday Night's Main Event alignment with the Junkyard Dog or something similar in the next few months. Just seems like an odd deal. Andre here getting ready for John Studd as well. Punches and kicks and basic stuff. By this point, Junkyard Dog slowing down by 85, although not nearly as slow and methodical as 1987. Giant comes in, hits a couple of moves, and tags off to the Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog hits a couple of headbutts, getting an advantage there. Andre with a rare arm wringer, which is just bizarre to see. Why Andre would need to do anything of that sort, one is really kind of confused. Andre Irish whip and a big boot into the face of the enhancement talent, so big in fact that he nearly fell down. Andre with a leaping side elbow and gets a victory along the way here. Andre winning an enhancement match is rare. Not quite sure why you put him on television in this way, although I believe the taping took place in Canada. Andre the Giant and Blackjack Mulligan endorsing each other as well in an enhancement or in an interview segment. Blackjack and Andre had feuded in the Carolinas over the years, but here they're both baby faces, and I did not realize that Blackjack Mulligan is here in 1985. I know he's here in 87 for a cup of coffee, but needless to say, that is the close for this particular episode as we go into the next. Also, good news is there's some superstars of wrestling that have been updated that have not been covered on this channel, so we're going to be adding to those today as well. Till next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.